All right, breakers, I'm in the truck, in the driver's seat, getting ready to hitch this thing up. So I drive when we're hitching and parking and getting it put in a stable spot, because he is so good about telling me how to do so. And between you and me, that might be the only time that I listen to every single thing he tells me to do. LOL. But anyway, he is very good at directions. And I would have to say that in this incident, or whatever you want to call it, I am also a very good listener and follow every detail he tells me to do. So we will see you again when we get to our next destination. Until then, breakers.
Many unbearable hours later.
Once we arrived at our correctly working site, we were able to set up. The reality checks and the questionable decisions of what we were doing started to arise. Reality check number 1. Living room slide. 6-inch floor tear. How did this happen, you ask? We believe our Boys R Us boat cushion that was inside an open cubby tumbled out during our bumpy ride here and was wedged between the slide, part of the sectional, and kitchen counter. We also believe the pressure against the slide and the forcefulness of the impact caused the tear. We are currently working with Forest River as they are shipping us a section of the vinyl flooring so it can be repaired. Reality check number 2. Bedroom slide cover bent and loosened. We are pretty sure a rolled up rug got wedged between our dog stairs that were at the end of our bed and our slide out. I'm seeing a pattern here. Lesson learned. Always check around slides and make sure there is absolutely nothing loose that could prevent the slide from working properly. Thank goodness Daniel is very mechanically inclined and was able to make it look brand new again. Reality check number 3.
How we doing, breakers? It's been another fun morning here at the Boyd camper. When I let the dogs out this morning, I grabbed the handrail and it came with me, and down I went tumbling. This safety rail that we put up was not the original. We had General RV put this on. It broke the screw right off, and then just everything went nuts after that. So once again, I'm fixing something on a brand new camper that I really shouldn't have had to fix, but we're learning this. Thank goodness. It is a beautiful day here in Wisconsin. It's like 72 degrees, just beautiful weather. So we're hoping once I get this fixed, that's one little thing that we've gotten taken care of. So let's put some screws in. Well, it's done. It works. Hopefully I won't pull it off the camper again as I'm tumbling down the steps. But anyway, yeah, not very happy with the little screws they put in. I put in a bigger lag screws, and it seems to have secured it. But I know these things are built on weight and things like that. So, but I think the 1/10 of an ounce I added using a bigger lag screw, I don't think justified the fact that it was barely put on. But it is what it is. So we fixed it. We can move on to the next adventure.
Okay, breakers. We are at Fremont, Wisconsin at 1,000 Trails Campground. And we've had some people asking us about it, and you know, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's great, grand, and wonderful. I'm gonna show you though this first spot here, site 18, that they tried to put us in. I'm gonna get a shot of it right here. So that's where they tried to put us, and we fit, got everything ready, and the electrical box, only the 30 amp was working. So then they moved us. I just want to kind of share with you and show you how it's set up. There are a lot of full timers here, and they don't have a separate section for them. It's everybody's just kind of together. So you can kind of see the close quarters that they are. There's a side. These aren't too bad. Go down the side street though, they seem to be a little bit more crammed together. But you can see a lot of full timers are here. Well, as you can see from our video this week, it's been a rocky one, to say the least. And just when we thought it was going to get better, when we were hitching up today to move to our next destination, Daniel decided to take over in the truck, and he wasn't listening, and he backed up into the camper and left
About a 6-inch gash in the front garage door.
Yeah.
Something we'll have to fix. We'll take care of it. My bad. She does a great job of doing it. I thought I'd be helpful, and instead I bounced the truck into the camper. But luckily, it wasn't that big of a deal as far as no major damage. It's unsightly. It's a blemish, and it was my fault. So, we'll try it again. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll get it fixed. We'll move on.
Yes, and so this week we want to leave you with our breakaway takeaway. Don't slam the brakes on a new experience just because the initial stretch feels a little bit bumpy. And obviously we've felt that this week. And sometimes you feel like you want to just throw in the towel and go find a permanent spot down south somewhere and just park it and leave it. But that's not really what we wanted to do. So we're gonna keep on trucking, and hopefully things will get better. And don't forget, I did leave a Jesus, even though it was a rough week. I still left my Jesus caching figure at Fremont, Wisconsin, Thousand Trails Campground. He is in there. I did take a screenshot of him, so I know where he's at. And the highlight of our week, even though it was a rough one, was going to Oshkosh. So I'm going to let Daniel share with you the Oshkosh. And please, at the end of the video, if you would like and subscribe and continue to follow us on this journey, we'd really appreciate it.
As many of you know, I'm a pilot. I still have a pilot's license. I do not have an active medical because I did have a stroke. So with that being said, I can't really fly unless it's ultralights and stuff like that. But we went every year, probably, I know I've been at least 30 times. Teresa's been, 15, 20 times herself. Matter of fact, our first date pretty much was at Oshkosh seeing an air show. If anybody's aware, there's an organization called EAA, Experimental Aircraft Association. Every year they have a convention, and it's called AirVenture. And roughly anywhere between 500,000 and 700,000 people show up during the whole week. There's air shows every day. There's 20,000 aircraft on the field. If it thinks about flying, it's at Oshkosh. So if you ever want to try something, ever thinking about aviation or drones or anything, go to Oshkosh. It's awesome. It's always, I think, the last week in July, and it's enjoyable. And we're going to show some video clips of what we saw while we were there, part of the air show, part of the night air show. This was our first chance, since we're now full-timers, to actually spend more than one day at Oshkosh like we've always done in the past. And it was great. We enjoyed it immensely. It gave us a break that we needed, getting out of we thought this camper thing was just going to be smooth sailing and just jump in and do it, and we've had a lot of people like, man, it's so cool and it's great, and it is. I don't want to discourage anybody, but keep your eyes open, because things happen, stuff happens. We are actually really looking forward to being here at is this Arrowhead?
Mm-hmm.
Arrowhead RV Park, part of the Thousand Trails Network, for 19 days. Reason being, I need a break. Between fixing stuff and everything else, I managed also to find a small oil leak on the truck, and ended up changing the oil. Wasn't really part of my plan, but it was starting to run a little low, and we just wanted to make sure, since this is our home and we're hauling our home across the United States, better make sure everything is up to snuff. So anyway, long story short, truck's running great, camper's running great, minus the small gash in the front that we'll take care of. Oshkosh was great. Looking forward to exploring Wisconsin Dells, and we'll give you more about that in our next video.
All right, we'll see ya.
You know that Ken and Austin are fun guys, and Ken, the dad, is looking in that mirror light, and he says, boy, that guy's handsome there. That's me in a mirror. No, Ken, that's your son, Austin. Sorry about that. It's an optical conclusion. Now adding to the difficulty factor as the team very quickly turns around. A very graceful formation that requires a lot of different value of changes. Very difficult maneuver to do with one aircraft. You put two aircraft in the air, it's a bigger challenge. It's called the barrel roll. Certain things have to happen. You have to start and stop at the same altitude, the same speed, and the same heading. But between the start and between the finish, everything is changing. Sometimes called the land roll, used in aerial combat. You get a pursuer off your 6 o'clock position, and you become the pursuer, modified for air show work with this as this graceful maneuver.